Coming up on Mountain News this morning, an Eastern Kentucky Sheriff's Office sees a jump in copper theft cases, which can cause issues for innocent people. And people in Madison County make use of a vending machine that doesn't dispense snacks, but another chance at life.
Dedicated to Eastern and Southern Kentucky, this is WYMT Mountain News this morning.
Good morning to you, 5:34. It's Thursday. I'm Dakota Makeris. One more day until it's Friday. Let's take it over to Brandon for a look at our forecast this morning. And Brandon, I really don't think there's really anything you can take outside with you for the wind so you don't get blown away. Maybe some sandbags or something.
Yeah, I actually was telling people earlier, and I'll tell them again here in a little bit with the bus stop forecast that goes in on social media, rain jackets are the suggestion, because your umbrellas be like Mary Poppins out there if the wind gust catches you.
If I saw someone going across the sky with an umbrella, I'd lose my mind.
Exactly. You just got to be extra careful out there. But rain jackets should protect you. And we're not going to see a whole lot of rain today, but enough where, again, you just got to be aware of it. Let's take a look and see what's going on. Now, if you look at the satellite radar loop on the regional view, you think, oh, there's quite a bit of rain out there. Well, it's hitting some drier air as it approaches the mountains. It was pretty stout down to the south, and you can see it starting to fizzle as it gets closer to I-75. So it's hitting drier air this morning. Come back into live pinpoint Doppler radar. Some pretty good rain out just south of Danville, northeast of Columbia there, into parts of Pulaski County, but that is also kind of moving north and east. So I'd say that'll affect central Kentucky more than us. So a few sprinkles to some stray showers out there. Lake Cumberland, no major issues out there this morning. Looks like there might be a little bit of a boat there in the water. It's hard to tell. That tree's blowing there. Now you can see the wind blowing the trees down that way this morning. They're getting some pretty good gusts out there. You can really see it there right now. So again, just be careful out there today and make sure that you're taking all precautions, especially if fire is involved. 50 in Clintwood, 54 Wise. Temperatures continue to climb. 54 Jacksboro. A lot of 50s and 60s out there this morning. 64 Irvin, Somerset, Monticello, the warm spots this morning. Very few 40s left. A lot of 50s and 60s out there. State and region wide. 66 Clarksville, 64 Nashville, 65 Bowling Green, 63 Louisville, and again right across the river, 56 in Cincinnati, down to 47 in the Tri-Cities. Day planner, chances for rain in spotty to scattered form throughout the first part of your day. I think those will start to wrap up by this afternoon. Skies gradually clear as we head deeper into the day, and temperatures top out in the upper 60s. Dakota?
All right, Brendan, thank you. Police are investigating a shooting in Knott County. Kentucky State Police troopers tell us they responded to a call about a woman that was shot inside a home near Heineman Elementary School. Troopers also tell us they have arrested a suspect. The woman was taken to a hospital, but we do not know her condition. We'll keep you updated. And we have an update to a story we've been following since 2020. Cumberland police posted on social media 2 people were convicted for the murder of Wilmer Perez. Perez went missing in April 2020 after he left work at Cezanne Mexican restaurant. His body has never been found. A jury has recommended a 20-year sentence for both Derek Polly and Fess O'Neill Polly. Sentencing will take place on March 2nd. 4 people from out of state are facing theft charges in southern Kentucky. The Whitley County Sheriff's Office says several items and vehicles were stolen from K&A Auto Sales in the 3 Point community Tuesday. Deputies found one suspect who led them on a chase. They eventually arrested Jeremy Motley in McCreary County. They later found the other 3 suspects in a motel. Rocky Brady, Kirsten Starleeper, and Brittany Fraley were all arrested. They're facing burglary and theft charges. Since last year, the Martin County Sheriff's Office has seen numerous cases of copper thefts across the county, with the department arresting 13 suspects in the last few months. Martin County Sheriff John Kirk says people are acquiring the copper through cable and phone lines. People are cutting the lines, retrieving the copper, and then selling it to scrap yards for up to $4 a pound. And the chief deputy says this is not only an inconvenience for customers, but it can also be very dangerous.
There was one citizen in the county that said they had been out for almost a month. So they lost internet and phone. It affects their children's schoolwork. They can't do homework, they can't do schoolwork. But more importantly, it affects their ability to call for emergency services. If they're having a medical emergency or a law enforcement emergency, they have no way of contacting anybody and getting any help.
The Sheriff's Office says if you see someone who is not affiliated with a phone, cable, or power company tampering with lines, you should call law enforcement immediately. The Pikeville Fire Department is spending a few days working with a new piece of equipment, a truck that comes with a more than $1 million price tag. And the department tells our buddy Forbes it will be a priceless addition to the city's emergency response efforts.
A new truck calls for necessary training.
It is built from the ground up. So every aspect of this truck was spec'd out by us, and they fulfilled that and built that for us.
The Pikeville Fire Department just added a new Tower 1 to its fleet, a $1.2 million custom investment in community safety.
We want to keep our ISO rating as low as possible, so it is an investment in that, as well as the ability for us to do the job that we're required to do. So if we need to get to someone, if we need to extinguish a fire, this truck is essential for that.
The new rig with a more than 100-foot reach will replace a model from 1981 and is only one of many advancements the department has seen lately, as the station just completed some training facility upgrades.
We have all individual offices for all of our members, so things can be secured for our officers. Also, our classroom area is a lot more inviting and a lot more usable space.
And the City Commission recently approved special tactical EMS training for the department to better serve during any tense or traumatic calls with the police department.
It seems like these events are more common now, that the EMS is needed near the police, and we always have worked hand in hand with the police, but we've never had that additional training that's required.
The firefighters consider each investment and idea another drop in the bucket toward a fast-flowing front line.
We're receiving a lot of opportunities right now, and we're very grateful for that. And we hope to see more opportunities in the future.
Making the city safer with every step. In Pikeville, Buddy Forbes, WYMT Mountain News.
Fleming says all of the firefighters will be working with the new truck this week, learning its high-tech capabilities from the people at Sutphin, the company that built it from the ground up. People in Madison County are making use of a new Narcan vending machine. Voices of Hope helped set up the machine inside the Madison County Detention Center. The group says since the machine was installed back in December, 67 units of Narcan have been taken out.
People are leaving jail, they're at a much higher risk of overdose because they've been in there maybe like a week or a few days. Their tolerance starts to dip down. There's people who leave jail and overdose and die all the time. So they're some of the most important people to have that.
Berkshire says they hope to place more vending machines like the one in Madison County across Kentucky going forward. Students at Wayne High School in West Virginia are getting a jump start on higher education through a biomedical science program. The program is only taught at a few schools in the state, and Wayne High School was the very first to offer it. As Emily Bennett reports, this introduces students to a wide variety of careers.
No, you're there. Yeah. It's an education most students don't receive while they're still in high school.
I'm leaving it with a whole new skill set, a whole new perspective on science.
Wayne High School's Biomedical Sciences program opens the eyes of juniors and seniors to opportunities they didn't know were out there.
I didn't know anything about the human body. I didn't know anything about geoelectrophoresis or any of these crazy terms that are in the science world, and now I know all of those.
Close, core day, tender day. Something that this program does a really good job of is really highlighting a variety of careers, not just physician and nurse, but like a really, really broad variety of careers within the field of biomedicine.
The course covers topics like molecular biology, epidemiology, microbiology, and anatomy.
They did a big forensic project trying to determine the cause of death of a fictitious character using a variety of technology, like DNA technology, fingerprinting, toxicology.
For teacher Corinne McAtee, she says it's rewarding to see how her students start.
Very timid, they're nervous to work with the equipment, they don't want to break it.
To how they finish.
They become really self-sufficient, they're able to read a lab protocol and carry out the lab, work with each other to problem solve and troubleshoot.
Watching them find their way as they transition into college.
It really gets the wheels turning, it gets them thinking, and it can really help point them in the direction that's best for them.
For some students like Maddie Browning, she always knew she wanted to go into the medical field, but wasn't sure what area.
I've kind of just been on the fence about what I want to do.
Now she knows she wants to be a nurse.
I got in 8 hours of biology through Marshall University through taking this course. So I am almost starting as a sophomore at Marshall.
But for Chase Thompson,
made me more aware that I don't want to be in the science field, but it also has been a very rewarding experience. The course is rigorous, it's challenging.
it's shown him what he doesn't want to do.
Because ultimately what we as teachers want to see is our students go out into the world and be successful and also happy with their ultimate career choice.
That was Emily Bennett reporting. Students have to be interviewed to get into the class to see if it would be a good fit. And at the end of their 4 courses, they present a major research project to members of the biomedical community in the state. On Sunday, the Kansas City Chiefs and the Philadelphia Eagles will face off in Super Bowl 57. West Virginia's Governor Jim Justice is relying on animal instincts to determine the outcome, continuing a tradition of announcing the prediction of his beloved dog.
Here's her prediction. And for those of you that are Eagle fans, she's saying she's sorry for you.
Baby Dog predicts Kansas City will win the Super Bowl with the final score of 41-27. Well, just said this morning, Indiana Jones's age won't be the punchline of jokes in the franchise's newest movie. We'll have the details in just a few minutes.
Baby Dog, our spring preview continues today with well above average temperatures, but you know what they say about all good things. I'll have the latest on our return to winter, at least briefly, in about 3 minutes.